Welcome to Verse Agreement.
Hi, I'm Lily.
I'm Emma, and this is episode 10 of Verse Agreement, our awesome as a verb, celebrational episode.
Celebrational episode.
Actually,
we
it's an
have
adverb, right?
the sparkling cider to prove
Sparkling cider.
Wait, can you hear these clink?
Don't break the glasses.
I didn't bring the glasses.
Okay, basically, you need something to drink for this episode. Just trust me, because when we get to the end, it will all make sense. And this episode's going to be a little bit longer than normal. That's okay. That's what we were going for, so don't worry about it.
It's our big, no, that's 100 years, so it's our big...
I don't know what 10 is.
Yeah, I forget.
I probably should have looked that up.
If it was 100 years, it'd be centennial. So, centennial, it's our big centennial celebration divided by 10.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
That's math.
Okay. So, yeah, episode 10. We have a very special treat for you today. Everything is doubled. 2 quotes, 2 poems. Well, actually, like 500 poems, actually.
Yeah.
2 poems of the week, I should say. 2 poets of the week, also. 2 Laura's Corner. 2 everything. 2. I like the number 2. We should have done 10. No, never mind.
No, you really...
Nope.
We shouldn't
We're not doing 10 of everything.
That's 3 hours, and everybody would unsubscribe.
That's very true. Alright, so let's get started with the quotes. What? Okay. Quote of the day. 2 quotes of the day. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. Benjamin Franklin, who is one of my favorite people in history. And I chose this quote because this is an achievement. Our 10th episode. Achievement. Because there's only going to be 15 this year. Our school year, I should say. So it's exciting. And then the other quote pertains to me and Lily. I'm in love with cities I've never been to and people I've never met. Melanie Trong, not John Green. John Green did not write this or say it. If you watch Vlogbrothers, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I chose this quote because me and Lily, we want to go to the same college and stuff and just be friends forever because we're best friends.
We are in love with a city we've never been to.
Yes. Very. So, it's episode 10. If you didn't know that already, you're not listening. Just saying.
Obviously, you're doing something else and you shouldn't be.
Well, I mean, that's okay if you're, like, playing a game. We're just in a different tab because you can't see us.
That's true. We're just the voices of your dreams.
That was weird.
They're poetry dreams.
Okay.
We're moving on.
You can still submit your poems if they're part of your dreams. Please don't. Because I don't know how to read dreams. So, yeah.
I do. It's okay. I can translate.
Let's go right into the poems of the week. First one, you might recognize this author from last week.
Was it last week? I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was last week. Chrissa Williams, in my class, she also wrote another poem called Where Anything Can Happen. And here it is. When you close your eyes, your mind takes over and anything can happen.
When you open a book, your imagination creates a movie in your head.
Everything is real.
Your life is in the hands of the author and anything can happen.
When you dream at night, you don't always know what has happened, but there is a possibility for anything.
Anything.
When you daydream, read, write, or create, or something can happen. Anything can happen.
Anything is possible.
The same goes with life.
Anything can happen.
You have control.
You can make choices to change your life.
Yes, there will be obstacles.
Yes, there will be sad times.
But anything can happen.
Make the best of everything.
You can't make dragons fly out of the sky or have unicorns take you away.
But you can take control. Make the best and create something new. Better.
Boom! Snaps for that.
Snaps for that!
Snapping. I should just get something that plays snapping.
No, because then that wouldn't be authentic.
Okay. So, she writes amazing poems, Chrissa does. I love all of them. They're really awesome. I picked this one because me and Lily are big readers. I'm sure you guys, if you're watching a poetry...
And big writers.
Yeah. If you're watching a poetry podcast right now, something tells me you might be a writer too, or a reader. So, I mean, we felt like a connection to this poem. We really liked it. And the next poem, don't forget it, because it's right after I read it, we're going to talk about it like we normally do, but then we have a surprise thing that goes with it.
We have a little bit of an interlude to share with you after this poem.
What does that word mean?
I don't want to
okay. No, don't look it up. I don't care.
It's hard to explain.
Have we had one? No. You might also know this name, Macy Thompson, because we had a shout out for her on episode 8.
And so not that long ago.
Yeah, 2 episodes ago. If you can do math. 10 minus 2.
I already did the centennial and 10 thing, so obviously I can do math.
Okay. This poem's called Sleep Well, Ripley. I really like it. It's a really good poem, and there's a lot of interesting things that go with this poem. So here we go. Have you ever wished to live in a dream?
Have you ever desired to escape reality?
Have you ever wanted to run and hide?
To find your haven, your peace of mind?
Let me tell you, it's not what it seems.
Hiding, escaping, living a dream.
Because you're not hiding or living.
They keep you breathing with the drugs they're giving.
I wanted to find a better place.
To hide my face.
Hide my disgrace.
So I took my sin and I choked it down.
Too bad my body wouldn't let me drown.
Now I'm stuck in my world of nightmares.
With no one in the world that cares.
I've become the monster I've feared.
I've lost everything I held dear.
6 long spider legs from 6 long scars.
That's what I've earned for coming this far.
Getting so close to a place to hide.
In my dream, I close my eyes.
And I let the monsters tear me limb from limb.
I hear a distant voice from the radio saying,
the boy, age 17, never regained consciousness.
Boom! I love this poem. This poem's awesome.
Yes, although we both were very stuttery, which was weird.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah,
I've read this like a bunch of times. I mean, it's not like I have trouble with words sometimes.
I generally don't, but we apologize. But yeah, that one's really.
If it makes you feel any better, I for like 6 hours in a row, I watched someone play Five Nights at Freddy's 3, and I'm not gonna get into it, but
there was no
theories.
It was unnecessary.
I have too many theories, Lily. Yeah. So normally this is where we have Laura's Corner, but don't worry, we're still gonna have Laura's Corner. But we are going to add something special about these poems. In class, we had to write poems, and then we read them, and then in individual groups, we chose a favorite line, and that favorite line went against all the other favorite lines, and this one won. 6 long spider legs from 6 old scars. That's what I've earned from coming this far. You might recognize it because we just read it from Macy's poem. And basically, everyone had to take her line and start a new poem with it. And I thought this was such a cool exercise that I was able to get some of my classmates' poems to compare. And then we also got Macy's second poem, and we really got some new ideas, and it's really cool, and we definitely want to share this for our 10th episode. And yeah, I'm going to read the first one. The first one is our friend Suraj's poem.
Yeah, Suraj is so cool.
And I honestly never thought Suraj would, write a poem.
Exactly. It's just, when you meet him, it's not the kind of thing that you'd expect him to do.
Yeah, and we had to write a poem for class in last semester, and I could only remember one line from it, but it was something like, mutts smell other mutts' butts. And so, I didn't imagine something sophisticated that could come from his poem. But here it is. 6 long spider legs from 6 old scars. That's what I've earned from coming this far. Far from old and far from new, I have lost a bit of my soul to pull me through. Tortured and killed the innocent I have done. But in order to survive, I must conquer the island, a place of hell. But no one has ever survives this for a story to tell. Whoa.
It's, that might seem good for you, because it is, but to us it's like, what? Suraj?
I knew you were going to say it like that, that's why I did that. You're going to read the second poem, and before you say anything, this is written, there's 2 Emmas in this class. There's me, Emma C, and then Emma A. This is Emma A's poem. I'm not sharing my poem because it's deeply, deeply personal.
And we have boundaries, even though it might not seem like it.
That's true.
Alright. 6 long spider legs from 6 old scars. That's what I've earned from coming this far. Faraway journeys may seem below par. Learned I have done from my scars. Some give me pain, but others give me joy. But I will never know.
Awesome poem. And the third one You might recognize this name, Luke. We had a shout for him. It was like the fourth episode. It was a long time ago. So this is his poem. Personally, like, when he read his line out loud, I was like, bro, I'm gonna need this poem. And then it was like, that's what stemmed this whole idea to have like 4 poems from them and stuff. And so here's his poem. 6 long spider legs from 6 old scars. That's what I've earned from coming this far. I've walked through heaven, I'm sure walked through hell. I've experienced the things of which you never tell. Tell me the problems of this world that I don't know. 'Cause there's no too large of a problem nor too large of a foe. It's so hard to listen, yet so easy to talk, but no matter where you go, I'll go where.
I think he meant to type there.
I just realized I forgot to finish typing the poem. That's what happened.
Oh my goodness, we are so sorry. Well, actually, Emma's really sorry, but we're sorry.
I was doing this 5th period, and I was like, out of it. 55 minutes. I'm gonna play the hospital card now. I was in the emergency room for short-term memory loss, and I completely forgot about this.
So, we're sorry.
Oh my god.
There's more to it, but it's
more.
great. So,
I will type it up, and I will put it in the description, so you can read it the rest for yourself. Cliffhanger. I'm so sorry, Luke. How can I forget? How can I forget? Me of all people. How did I forget?
Because you're going crazy.
That's true.
Alright.
The 4th poem is Macy's, and it's her 2nd poem.
Alright, here we go. 6 long spider legs from 6 old scars. That's what I've earned for coming this far. An
arachnophobia nightmare.
An arachnophobic nightmare. Yep, that's me. Chock full of tears, lies, and insanity. I assume that's what they told you, at least. Come with me. You aren't safe here. You've got everything in the dream to fear. You've got much more to lose than I, like that warm heart and those cold eyes. How can I trust you, you might ask? What if that kind face is a mask? But my dear, you'll soon see that there isn't a soul here more trustworthy than me.
Whoa.
Drop mic.
Yeah, boom, time drop mic. So this just shows how different experiences affect our writing and word choice. 26 people had the same beginning phrase, and no one ended with a similar sentence. Even Macy's 2nd poem was different than the 1st. So it just shows how we're all different. And you probably already knew that, but this just proves it further. And now it is time for Laura's Corner.
Laura's Corner!
So,
special Laura's Corner.
You gonna sing it?
I'm a singer, Emma.
So, let's give it to Laura.
Woo!
Woo!
Hello, everybody! This is Laura, ready for a double Laura's Corner. That's right, 2 original poems written by me for you, specifically you. Anyway, here is poem number 1. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but here we go. This house is rotten. Its decayed, dilapidated walls fell down the other day, or were they always just a heap of rubble? The roof is only supported by damp wooden planks that form the frame of the house. If you can call it a house anymore, it doesn't offer any protection through the holes in the ceiling. Were there ever windows in this place? My world has been dark for so long that I'm not sure I'm familiar with the concept of light. The door is the only thing still standing upright. That door frame was made of something stronger, something better, something other than me. I'm glad I still have the door. It's the only way I can shut people out. Yeah, that's the first poem. And it was good. And it was mine. I don't know why I'm so awkward in between poems. I guess. Okay. Anyway, sorry about all this. Anyway, here's the 2nd poem. Again, untitled. But aren't you guys so excited you get to have 2 poems with me? Like, yes, me. Alrighty then. Alright, this is kind of a slam poem, so excuse me if I get a bit boisterous. Okay. At first it was, I probably wouldn't have gone anyway. That turned into, when did you plan that? I don't remember declining. Why am I always alone, with only Instagram as an indicator my friends are still alive and that they're hanging out without me? When did you stop texting me? Do you even still have my number? Do you miss me too? Does anyone even notice that I'm gone? If you like me so much, why do you not care when I'm not around? Why am I never there having fun with you? When did I become a backup friend? And was I ever a real one? 3 weeks turn into 2 months, turn into 4, until I can't remember when we last really spoke and where we were when we did it. My mom likes to ask, "What's going on with them?" Oh, you never talk about them anymore. I know it's simple curiosity, and I wish I could tell her why you dropped me, but I don't have a reason myself. And without any reason, I've come to the conclusion that it must have been something that I did. Why else would I so suddenly be so left out? Why is it surprising to you that I feel this way? You never knew I felt this way. But when you leave someone behind, how do you expect them to feel? When you leave someone behind, should they feel anything other than alone, out of place, unliked, unworthy, awkward, nervous, uncomfortable, confused, replaced? And now, whenever I see you, it's a trial. And hopefully, by the end, I will be judged cool enough again. Cool enough to hang out with, and take selfies with, and laugh with, and just be real friends with again. But whenever I see you, my anxiety spikes because I don't know how to act on trial, and I don't know how you work, and I haven't known in months. Through your exclusion, I'm afraid we've become uncomfortable acquaintances once more. And this is why I don't understand your reasons for being so upset now that it's my choice to not be around you, because in the end, it's not like it'll really be that much different. Thank you, guys! Yep. That was the poem. I'm mad at people, and I wrote that because of that. And, yep. Alrighty-o. Thanks for joining me this, 5-minute long Loris Corner. Wasn't it great? We should have these every week. Tell Emma! Yep. Okie dokie. I'll see you guys later at the next episode of Verse Agreement. I blanked for a second. And happy 10th episode, Verse Agreement. Yes, yes, yes. So excited. Anyway, thanks guys for having me. This is Laura's Corner. All right, bye.
We're back.
Wow,
No.
that was a great poem.
Poems.
I know, I added the S right after I said it, but yes, they were great. Laura's so
Really?
great.
I said it with a Z.
Well, that's not how you spell.
I'm funny. Now, we have a new special segment for episode 10. It's a Q&A with one of my favorite teachers, Miss Dalton.
She's also, I had her in a club, and she's just a wonderful and super interesting person, so this is really fun for us.
So yeah, I had Miss Dalton last year for school, but I've known her for 2 years, and I remember talking about poetry a lot in her class, so I thought, who better to talk to about poetry? So since we had to get a mentor for Verse Agreement, we talked about possible candidates, but in the end, we thought, honestly, Miss Dalton was our best option. Not only for her love of poetry, but also how cool she is.
So this is something that's, really kind of near and dear to our hearts, and we hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, Lily's going to read the questions, and if she says them wrong, I'm going to correct her, because they look weird. They're, weirdly phrased. And then I'm going to say the answer.
Can I just, if they're weirdly phrased, can I just, if I know what they mean?
I don't think you do. Just read how they are.
Okay. Question 1. What makes poetry poetry?
Poetry is poetry because it uses figurative language and sound techniques to evoke emotion in the reader. Poetry has a rhythm and rhyme to play to our ears. Poetry has personification and imagery to play to our mind's eye.
Why do you think people write poetry?
People write poetry as a verbal expression of their emotions. Our language doesn't always have the word to grasp our feelings, but poetry allows us to share them.
Why do you think poetry is so awesome?
Poetry is awesome because it connects people. We can have shared experience with the poet. We can emote the way the poet emoted. It connects humans to humans.
Who's your favorite poet and why?
I love so many poets. I love Langston Hughes for his honest look at society. I love Edgar Allan Poe for his for the way his words haunt us. I love my student poets for being brave enough to put their emotions in writing.
Why can people relate to poems?
People relate to poems because no matter your life experience, you have feelings. We've all had sadness and joy. We've all been creeped out. We share those feelings with... Wait. We share those feelings which make poetry communal. There we go.
So obviously you can tell why Miss Dalton is amazing.
Yes, I'm actually going to go have lunch with her in like an hour, and I'm super excited because I haven't seen her in a year.
It's so great, and Emma's going to have to tell me all about it and how she's doing.
Because I'm so excited. And, okay, now it's time for our poems. Now, I know last week I was all like, guys, I promise I will read a happy poem. But then inspiration striked. I was not depressed. I was not sad. I was actually editing a video for a different class, and then it was just like, bam, new poem idea, rocket. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And I wrote it. And I've shared it with complete strangers because I keep reading it to people who I don't even know.
The whole thing about it that you should just know is that Emma wrote this from, like, to use a literary term, a persona. It's not actually about her personally.
Yeah, it's kind of like
from the mind's eye of an imagined figurehead.
All right. It's called Shower. Weird title, but it will make sense in a second. I feel the hot beads of water go onto my face. I pump shampoo in my hand 17 times. My OCD does not prevent me from doing anything differently. My problems stem from everything I am. I play them off at school and at home, but when I am alone with no electronics, no books, nothing to distract myself from myself, I realize how different I am. I realize how I treat others, and I know I can do nothing to change. Because in those moments of time, I am weak, and I know it, but you do not. Because I build a wall 100 feet tall and 100 feet wide, and I don't let anyone through. I distance myself so I can't be hurt. It's not that I don't want to open up. It's that voice in the back of my head telling me, if I open up, if I tell you what's wrong, if I tell you what's really going on, you will hurt me. You will use me. I will be left alone in my own despair. I will watch my whole life crumble. And through my shattered eyes, I will see you standing in front of me laughing. Because you don't know. You don't understand. You don't know. I live with depression. I live with social anxiety. I live with fear. I'm in a constant state of wanting to cry and wanting to die. I don't contemplate the meaning of life in the shower like most. I contemplate who to let in and who to tell my secrets to. I think who I should ask for help, and I think of those I've lost, and I can't honestly come up with any answers. My hot water turns to cold, and my hell freezes over. Joss Mike. Okay, before you say anything, my favorite line in this poem is the last line. The hot water turns to cold, and my hell freezes over. Because it's saying that the shower is the hell. Every problem this person has, they realize it when they're in the shower. They relive horrible things, remembering horrible things they've done to people. And when the hot water turns to cold, it's time to get out of the shower, and it's over. The hell is frozen. Freezes over. The hell
has frozen over.
Yeah, there we go. Couldn't figure it out. It's also time for Lily's poem, and are you reading the one with the words?
Yes.
There's a little bit of language. It makes the poem better, though. You know, sometimes we just have to do what we gotta do.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wrote this September 4th, 2014, so this is an older thing. So if it's a little kind of more scattered.
Weird.
No, it's not weird. It's society poem. Sorry. But,
oh, joy. Yeah. We don't have those at all on the show, ever.
Should have written, like, a poem about a penguin to be different.
Don't write a poem about a penguin and submit it, guys.
Don't censor them. You write about whatever you want to write about. This poem is called When. When did making love become fucking, and a strong woman who knows what she wants become a slut? When did I become a prude for deciding to wait until I was in love? Can we pinpoint the moment when people created backhanded compliments meant to lower my self-esteem so that I would feel attracted to you? But all they really are is a blow to my heart. When was it exactly that I became a bitch for not wanting to sleep with you? Chivalry is dead, but when was human decency slaughtered as well? When did I become an ignorant, foolish girl that believes in true love, and that soulmates are not fairy tales we are told when we are young to help us sleep at night? When did infidelity become a common occurrence and getting divorced an expectation of marriage? When did words become weapons forged from the minds of those who want to hurt me? When was it that I had to give you something in return? Try to imagine a time when women were respected instead of objected. When did a healthy marriage become wishful thinking, and a little girl's dream of walking down the aisle become a don't get your hopes up? How did my dreams of a good job and a life filled with laughter and love become a silly notion? Can we honestly say that it isn't a tragedy that romantic gestures and telling someone what you feel for them has become uncool and cliche? What makes this life worth the pain of reality? And when did society decide to revere the hatefulness of the world? And when did my love for you become a reason to mock all that I am? When did my want to look into your eyes and see myself and everything I feel for you mirrored back at me become the signs for a clingy, boy-crazy, silly heart of a child? Instead of a person that hopes to one day have the power to make someone whole and in turn have the missing pieces of me be found. Why am I insane for the simple action of having a laugh or two when it is almost expected for me to be hurt by you?
Oh my god. That was amazing.
Thank you.
I'm like, what? That was, what? Oh my gosh. I'm like, we're speechless. That's the word I was looking for. I was so speechless, I couldn't even think of the word speechless. That was really good.
Thanks, kid.
What? Why'd you call me kid? I'm older than you.
I say that to everyone.
I'm older than her.
Just about everyone's older than me. That's fine.
Not Risden.
Oh, yeah. He's younger than me. Cool.
Yeah. It's funny. Last year, he was 12. I don't know why I don't say his actual age. I just say last year he was 12. It was weird. Like, I was friends with a 12-year-old when I was, like, 14.
Not when you were like 14. When you were 14.
Well, I was either 14 or 13.
No, you were 14 because you turned...
I turned 15 over the summer.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just weird. Because we went to Kings Island with him. Ugh, we had little kids around us. A little kid just followed us around. How annoying. It's like the little brother.
Oh, wait. Since Emma shared her favorite line from her poem.
Yes, do that.
My favorite line is, chivalry is dead, but when was human decency slaughtered as well?
I really like that line. I was just like, wow. Like, I also love poems like this because it's like, it's something we all see, but the media and society has shown us it's normal. And we haven't, people that are young like us, we haven't seen much different. And we'll eventually we realize it. We become self-aware.
The only way to enact change is to question the way things are.
3 quotes. I see how it is. You didn't like my 2 quotes.
That wasn't a quote. That was just me saying things.
That was a quote. There's
was
no
not a
way
quote.
you just said that.
Yes, it is. If that's a quote, then I have subconsciously remembered it. And if that's true,
everyone fact check that.
Yes.
I want to see comments for who said that.
Because I just said that, but I have no idea.
And if it was Lily, start posting it on Tumblr and crediting John Green. Because that will be hilarious. Why are we clicking?
Because that was good.
If I see that, I will be so happy. I don't know what I can do. I don't
burst into flames.
I don't get embarrassed, so I can't, like, just do something embarrassing. I mean, I could, but I mean, it won't bother me.
You get embarrassed all the time. What are you talking about?
That's different. I mean, like, I can't, like, go to school in a weird cosplay. I'd feel fine about it.
Yeah.
I came to school dressed as Harley Quinn, and the outfit was borderline not
it was
appropriate.
Yeah, very sexual object.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. It's the only one they had, and Harley Quinn's... Oh, I almost said a bad word. Harley Quinn is boss. Once her boyfriend died, you know what she did? She got herself a girlfriend. She doesn't care what other people think. She loves Poison Ivy, and I ship them. Not my OTP, but pretty high up there.
Who's your OTP?
I don't have an OTP.
Oh, I do.
I have a million ships that I love and think everyone should be with, but I don't write normal fan fiction, so I don't know.
Don't look at Emma's fan fictions because they will make you sad.
They will make you sad.
She
I'm sorry.
cannot write a happy one.
Shout out to Mo who reads them and cries about them. I'm sorry. Don't read the Nico ones. Like the one I made.
Let's not talk about. We
okay.
don't. No.
Yeah.
It's going down a bad road.
Yeah, that's a. So it's time for Poets of the Week.
Woo!
I'm gonna go first because I always go first. As I flip my hair, you can't really see.
You don't need to do it 5 times.
My hair is straightened and it feels weird. Okay. So this poem, or poet, is William, excuse me, stupid, bubbly, whatever this is. What is this again?
This is sparkling apple cider.
Reminder, needing a drink is coming up, so go grab it. Okay, William Ernest Hensley. And this poem's called Invictus, right? That's how you say it?
Yes.
And I read this, and then I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, yours is short. My poem's
mine is
really,
short.
really, really long.
And I love this poem so much, and I like all the lines in it, because I just think me when I read it. So here we go. Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my faith. I am the master of my soul. I am the captain of my soul. Sorry, I messed up.
That is like the most famous line in that poem. But hold on really quick. This poem has bludgeoning in it, and that's my favorite violence word. So I'm super psyched right now.
I love this poem.
Bludgeon.
I need more of this drink.
Me...
I got it.
Okay.
I'm not too. I can pour a drink.
Okay. I was a little, drunk on bubbles.
I'm not drunk. I don't get drunk.
I said on bubbles.
She's drank the whole bottle.
I did. I'm sorry.
I've had 1.5 glasses. And it's a champagne glass.
Yeah, we're super fancy. But, the poem that I'm sharing it's my favorite poem of all time by my favorite poet, and for the 10th episode, I just couldn't think of anything else to share. And I have done things with this poem. I had to memorize it. Well, not had to, but I chose to memorize it last year for a project, and it's the best, and I'm going to share it. It's Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sculpture in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of a cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon's never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lay down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sculpture there by the sea, in her tomb by the surrounding sea.
Oh my God. I'm like, too many poems, I'm emotionally drained.
It is, without a doubt, my favorite thing.
Yeah, but we've done Edgar Allan before. I'll make an exception this time.
Because I was showing my favorite poem.
Edgar Allan Poe, man. He's so cool.
He just owns it.
He really does. Like, man.
I'm feeling so good right now.
He had a football team named after him.
Yes, after his one
After
of
his
his stories.
poems, The Raven.
Well, it's a story.
But people read it as a poem.
Anyway. Oh, God.
So, this is normally where we do our shout-outs, and there's a special shout-out this week. You guys ready for this? This is where you need to raise your glass as Lily pours more into hers.
I just finished the bottle.
Yep, okay. You should have just drank out of the bottle.
No, I don't roll that way.
Alright, so the shout-out, you ready, guys? I want to take a moment to thank everyone. I want to thank Lily and Laura for helping me work hard on this project and standing by the podcast. I also want to thank Mrs. Galasco for giving us the time to work on Verse Agreement and supporting us and actually helping us come up with ideas. And she also helped us pick the name, just saying. It's very clever. And ways to support my classmates, too. And I want to thank you guys, to the people who let us use their poetry, to the people who listened to the show, to the people who told a few friends about us, and to the people who subscribed. And last but not least, thank you to everyone who supported us. We really wouldn't be anywhere without you. So thank you. And for everything you've done for us. Even if it just meant clicking a link and listening. Thank you.
And
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
That was an awesome toast. I'm awesome.
It was, but I want to thank you guys, too.
I think this is heartfelt what I just said. Just saying.
That's not true. It can be heartfelt for me. Emma's toast was amazing, but I also wanted to acknowledge...
I spent 20 minutes writing it.
I just want to say to every single person who has, the courage and the confidence to create something, anything in this world, whether it's, art or writings or poems, thank you for making this world worth living in, because
that's true.
Everything that you create, everything that can be done, whether it's acting or arting or being on a sports team, it stems from love, and that is the only reason, to live on this earth. So
I would not be here without books. I would not.
I don't think any of us would be able to survive without all that authors and filmmakers have given us.
Yeah, that's true.
So, thank you once again.
So you guys get the shout out.
Yeah.
So if there's something you want to share, something you've done, a picture you've made or painted or whatever, post a link in the comments and we'll see what we can do to help you get out there, because we really want to support you guys. The project, it started with me just wanting to talk about poetry, and it's come a lot farther than that. It's become every week me and Lily having an excuse to hang out, and it's become an excuse for me to sit down and actually write poetry and do something and share my emotions that way. Like, I have a friend who recently moved, but every week I call him and read him my new poetry because it's something to talk about. And Lily said thank you to people who have the confidence to create and share. Thank you to the people who don't, too. You don't have to share your stuff to feel special.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to steal your thing.
No.
We love you guys.
I mean, this has been such a weird experience.
I
was supposed to guest star for one episode.
She was, that's true.
And,
it was supposed to be a different person every week.
And this became something that's, really meant a lot to both of us.
Yeah, I mean, like, whenever people are like, so what's new? And I'm like, I got a new subscriber on my poetry podcast. They're like, whoa, okay, you're weird. I'm walking away.
So, I guess we're going to say goodbye.
This is our goodbye. Not permanent. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yes, but right now, we love you.
Yes.
We're sending you invisible hearts.
And support us some more, Tell some more friends about us, because that's really going to be the deciding factor if we continue after the school year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, if we just have, like,
if
two people
you're
listening.
ready to let us go at the end of the year, then that's fine. But if you want us to stick around,
let us know.
Yeah! Woo!
All right. Snaps for you. And invisible hearts.
Yes, we'll see you soon. We love you.
And invisible top hats.
No, you can't do my hat thing. We all discussed it can't work.
I know, that's why I said it, because I was making fun of you.
Well, I'm really cool, so I am. I'm super interesting and fun, but bye.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.